Off the play fake. O'Connell rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Rolling to his right. This is caught. Touchdown. Trey Tucker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And he's got it! Touchdown Raiders! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Down it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
O'Connell backed up near the goal line.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
Hardman on the return.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll maneuver his way up to the 40 for a pickup of about 3 yards. The Raiders at 5-4 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Play action. Now O'Connell. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Jacobs going to try the middle. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought up. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Touchdown, touchdown Jets. Allen Lazard, 64 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle made at the 42. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And once again, O'Connell back to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now O'Connell. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, O'Connell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he's...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
The kick by Carlson is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know as special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can.
There he goes, left side. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Take 30.
On second down, it's Cook again. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Cook. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Jets get a bit closer. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. offense on third down tonight? They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. On the move to his left. Got his man, it's Tucker complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. There he goes, right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 135 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And they take a knee. Second down and 6 now from the 26. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. He's going to keep this again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on first down. Touchdown! Allen Lazard, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Jets take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here's O'Connell.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Carter, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brad, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, all eyes are on them.